position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Quick strike complete. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that.
Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing right out the gates.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can...
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there and there down to the 24. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
It's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snagged in the middle. It's man. Touchdown, Tennessee! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, pulling the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Finds a man on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just... And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Vols have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
That's caught. It's man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little release to the back. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Using the quick game. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Rebels are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. they were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. From the wide receiver. Pulls it, fired complete. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And the Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Got a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Got it in the middle. It's man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Trying to rumble in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in this situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense ready to go back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Give to the running back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Motion from the back. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And you're going to need more of this in the 2nd half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the 1st half to cut this to a 1-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the 2nd half.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Soft spot in the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Working on the right. Open space at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating.
Touchdown ball! A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it for a big play. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got his man on the outside. Racing down the left side. The 30. At the 20. Running through contact. Slippery slide. Finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is...
Oh, he's got some space. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got his man. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
The tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half if they keep giving him the...
He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not...
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Buying some time. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The screen, he can go. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's man. At the 45 on its way. Lots of room to run. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires toward the target. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
That's got it. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. inside handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Tight end finds a soft spot. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He'll try to pop the draw. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Got the first down and more. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick pass on the jet motion. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So here is the Tennessee offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's a reverse. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. They want to throw it, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and